take pride. I've seen people take pride, and they watch it, they destroy something. Like, there's a surah in the Quran, I don't know the full part of it. A wise sister would have make beautiful knots, like weaving or making a garment, and then why would she, after all of that effort and work she takes, why would she break into it and destroy a thing? But some of us feel that's our only outlet, or that's our only power, is to destroy something, and then we'll go and show other people, look what I did, look at the big mess I made, because we have lost, given up all hope. But we're here to say that just look at what Imam Muhammad was able to accomplish with the opposition that he faced in his lifetime. Just take a close look at it and recognize it. Don't listen to the lies and the naysayers. Listen to the words that he speaks to us and know that they're true, and know that he was sincere in heart. And you try to be more sincere in heart and try to turn to Allah more. If you turn to Allah more, He'll guide you to the right way. But we all know this. But our major problem that we have is we have opposition to good works and good efforts, to people that are ambitious for money and power. The same time when you go to a fast food restaurant and you got a little snot-nosed teenager at the drive-through window trying to tell you what you ordered and how he's exercising his little authority and power that he don't have at home. Maybe his girlfriend disrespected him or something, and let him see him for who he really was, and he couldn't handle it. So he's going to take advantage of whatever power he has. And that's a big problem, but that's such an infantile problem. And we don't need those infantile problems in high stations where we are. Because where we are, it's a very high station. It's a sacred place. We're trying to provide for the future lives of Muslims and believers in this community. And we have welcome and open arms, and we have great opportunity. So we don't have time for division. We don't have time for these personal issues. And Imam Muhammad put it so beautiful, how we should view ourselves. That anything that we desire, that our soul desires and wants, if you explore it and turn to Allah, you will find that Allah will approve of that. That you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Many of the things that we think may be wrong, instead of adopting a position of I'm going to commit these sins and do these wrong things because this is the only road or path that I see. If you explore some of those things that you want, if you explore the root of your desires, you may discover that the things you desire are already approved by Allah. And Allah not only approves of you having these aspirations, He actually encourages it. So if you want money, if you want wealth, if you want recognition, you want to have pride for yourself, then all of that in Islam is acceptable. It's not a crime. The world is what burdened us and restrict us and make us think that we can't move left or right unless we get the approval of this or that person. All you have to do is go to your Quran and be sincere and make your best effort. So there's room to make money. There's room to have authority. There's room, but you have to do it for Allah's sake. And we all know this. Most of the people that we have issues causing dissent and distractions, and maybe ambitious. I had my father tell me, speaking of persons that we view as being the polar opposite. He's the master, you're the servant. And he said, he didn't use this language, but you could imagine this is the master telling, speaking to a person, a family member about his servant. He said, do you know my servant wants to be my master? That he actually thinks that he can lead my community? He told me this with his own words. And most of the time I'm a shy and humble person. I drop my eyes and I let my father know that this is not a conversation that I want to be having, and that I feel that I have no place to help you with this situation. And I just pray that you find the answer to this problem. But I discovered more and more that he had that problem with a huge percentage of imams that call him master. Master is another name for teacher. We say to Imam Muhammad, we're his students, he's our teacher. So there are a lot of imams that feel that they should not only be teaching Imam Muhammad, that they should be out ahead of him, leading us. So this is a problem. This is a flaw in our character and our personalities. And we have to work with these brothers and let them know that if they don't show some humility and a desire to work for the whole and for the group and to join our collective decision making and join our collective aspiration for this community, they're going to have to step aside. Now, this Bill Walker is telling people where they're going to step aside. Yeah, I think I can tell people where they should step aside. Because if they don't agree with sane, rational people, then they have no place with us. And that's the only logical way I see it. Imam Muhammad asked us, and we're going to continue to be successful. Anybody that thinks this event wasn't a success, you don't know nothing about business. It was a success when we sat back and left the table and we made plans to make it. It's already successful. That's how business goes. You go into business with some knowledge. It's not a guessing game. So I've never been one to guess. And I've never been one not to go into something that had some type of weight or that had some risk involved without a lot of confidence in my decisions that I made. And I prayed on it, but I did more than pray on it. We study these things, and we make sure that we're doing the best effort, putting the best effort forward. But if we can be successful under these circumstances, with all this opposition, with all of these lies and smoke screens out here holding the people back and all of these distractions, what do you think we could do if we work together? If we work together, the ones that want money, they'll get money. The ones that want influence, they'll get influence. The ones that want popularity or whatever it is they're after, they just need to find out the right disposition that they need to have so that Allah will approve of those things. Once you secure in your heart that Allah approves of your actions, then you should move forward. But if you're not doing it for Allah's sake, then it's going to fail every time. It's going to fail every time. So I'm asking you all to join success. I'm speaking to the leadership and to the silly opposition that's listening to silly-minded, ignorant people. I don't have no respect for these leaders, these imams that we're following and listening to that's saying that they shouldn't support me. If they're intelligent, they should pick up a pen, write me a letter, and we can duel it out in the Muslim Journal. I think Sister Aisha might have found it. And I don't think nothing can handle me. So if you can't fight me on paper, if you can't write me a letter and tell me why you think you can handle this position better than I can, or what we're doing wrong, then you should step aside. And that's a challenge. I don't know if the fancy show, they're probably waiting for me. Are they ready? I'm not Wi-Fi. So I'm going to turn it over to Brother.
Brothers and sisters, we got to keep in mind, everybody don't have all the expertise and the talent. Find me some individual out there can do everything. Imam Muhammad can do everything. That's why he had people around him to do different things. You don't have to be in the jail to do what you need to do. You don't have to be in the jail to do that. Just do it for the pleasure of Allah. And then if you do it for the pleasure of Allah and your intentions are good, then you'll never want for anything. Brother asked me a question. He said, how you can be able to work for a decade with the Imam and travel around the country and out the country with Imam Muhammad, how you can do that and be able to maintain? I said, Allah is my source. And I'm doing things good intentions. And once you do a good intention, Allah will be the end to bless you. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Now I'm going to turn it over to the fashion show with my sister right here. Assalamu alaikum.